everyone, it's Jalen again. So I know a lot of people hate update videos from me because I did them so often, and when I did, a lot of the stuff I would mention in them wouldn't even come out when I said they would. But this one is probably going to be the most unprepared and honest one that I've ever made. I kind of wanted to talk about like where I've been and what I've been making and what's going to come soon, and pretty much an overall update of the state of my channel at the moment. And the first thing I really want to talk about is Standards, which is a series that I produce with my friends. Episode 2 came out in August of 2016, which was followed by a short August 2017. It's a year-long gap, I know. So the gap between episode 1 and episode 2 consisted of me kind of having this writer's block and not really knowing how to express these characters, especially Melody and Theo. I didn't really know where I wanted them to go yet. But after a rough time in February, around March-ish, I kind of finished the script and it was going good and the show looked like it was going to go on track, and I finally was happy with how I made these characters. And for a while I was waiting for the audio from all the voice actors just to make sure that I could begin the animatic and everything. And during this I started realizing kind of how hard this was to take on by myself, and so I asked my friend Isabel Sparkman to join the project. I started realizing how passionate she was about the show and these characters, and also her interests in like writing and creating and everything. And I realized that she could be a good addition to the team and it could also help keep the show going when I can't. Now she's the co-writer and co-director of the show, and ever since that started, it's been going smoother than me on my own. Also during this wait, we started writing episode 3. We had all the basics down, so that way episode 2 was being made and episode 3 was being written kind of at the same time. And also during this wait, I managed to collect old audio to make Conversation Kiddos, which actually started off as a joke, but I finished and uploaded it just because I figured people would like it. And once we finally got all the audio to make the episode, the audio was completed so we could start the animatic, and things were kind of going really good now. But as soon as we could start, the flash drive that contained a lot of the scripts and a lot of the audio and the animatic just kind of stopped working. Every time I plugged it in, it wouldn't work, and Isabel tried to make it work and it couldn't. And I just kind of had to accept that we lost a little bit of the show. That kind of set my motivation off a little bit, and it kind of took a little bit to start to remake the episode. Luckily, through emails and messages, I found all of the audio except for the extras that we had recorded. So I called out for new extras to record lines for the episode, and those have been added in, and a little bit of script changes as well, just to make sure the episode is as good as it can be, considering it's one of the last ones I wrote completely by myself. So basically the animatic, I started it from scratch, and the episode was kind of reworked and it was good to go, and the concept for episode 3 was still in our heads, so we know where to go with that. I'm trying to update people as much as I can on the Standard social media accounts. You can follow all of them at StandardsTune, and that will kind of update you on where the show is right now, whenever I can. I'm bad at talking to a camera. There are a lot of other reasons that the show was kind of delayed and wasn't worked on as much as it should have been that I'm going to get into in a little bit. I've also been really interested in working on other projects. From 2014 to 2016, I mentioned this a little bit, but I helped Theo with Oddheads, and that's pretty much ended as of December 2016. And I took a lot of time to work on that, and that was fun to do. I also tried rebooting Operation R a few times, but there was a period for about a year, probably from like June 2016 to earlier in this year, Robert, the voice of Benji and Robert in Operation R, he wasn't living in Michigan, so we just couldn't film it, and the project just kind of went silent for a bit, and we just kind of realized that was a thing of the past. So I released Operation R Remastered to kind of wrap it all up. I also helped Theo with a few other projects on his newer channel. I came up with some concepts for a short film that is way down the line. I don't even know if it's going to happen yet. And there's a really big project for 2018 that is kind of bigger than anything I've done, but I really want to make it. I'm going to try my best, and hopefully that goes well. So there's a lot of other stuff that's not standards related that I have been / am working on, and that stuff is also coming soon. Now, there are a few honest reasons for the absence of me on YouTube. So the first one is just mainly I've been really busy, and this is a really basic reason, but I've just been so busy. I was in a play for school, took about 2 months of my time. It was really fun though. I'm really glad that I did it, and I'm hoping to do the musical that's coming later this year. And over the summer, while we were waiting for more audio for Standards, I was just kind of always out and doing stuff. I even tried filming a few things, but those didn't really go well, and it was a lot of time to just have for friends and family and stuff. But also school is like a really big reason. A lot of the work that we get, it's kind of really hard to focus on that and specifically Standards at the same time. So that's kind of what's been happening there. And the most honest reason is for my mental health. There were some times where I was just so burnt out from school that I had a serious lack of motivation even when everyone else had it. Sometimes when I did have free time, I would kind of force myself to take it, even when I felt the need to work. And it's kind of like this thing where it's like, if I'm not working, I feel like I should be. And if I'm working, I feel like I deserve free time. So I've been busy and my mental health kind of needed a break. And I know that I don't upload a lot, so it doesn't seem like I should be worried that much. But I've been kind of trying to make like this show since 2009. So it's been like 8 years now. There's a lot that goes into the show. We kind of already planned out the whole season, which I'm going to get to in a minute. Just a lot is planned and I really want to execute it, but I'm just so busy and tired all the time. So with that out of the way, there's stuff coming, I promise. So Standards episode 1 is pretty much completely planned out. We kind of already know where that's going to go and how to begin season 2, and that's kind of set, and I'm really excited to see how that comes along. Episodes 2 and 3 are kind of in production. 3 is more in the writing stages, but episode 2 is being worked on when it can be, in all honesty, which isn't very often. And animation also just takes a long time. So it's like delays and animation, they don't really mix and it takes forever, and I'm sorry. We have new characters, we have new talent working on the show, which really like excites me. And we have a lot of stories to tell with these characters, and there's a lot about them that I'm really excited for you guys to be able to discover and learn. And yeah, I'm excited. There's also some skits and short films. About 2014, I kind of stopped making live action stuff, which is why it's so difficult to like talk to a camera for me. But I'm trying to get back into the habit of using a camera and like editing footage, and I'm kind of hoping to do more of that soon. I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. And for a while, I think since 2015, I've been wanting to use this channel more. For me, I think it's kind of easier to appreciate like an artist or creator's work when you know more about the person personally. So I think I'm going to use this channel as more of a laid back, less stressful kind of channel. And the school program I'm in, Upward Bound, they've allowed us to do a lot of traveling to places like Chicago and a lot of like college tours. I'm going to get more into that into the future, but that program is really fun. But I've been wanting to film some of the stuff that we're doing there, and I just kind of wanted to film a lot of moments of my summer and a lot of moments of my life. And I feel like being able to film that and kind of put it here, not only is that a good memory storage for me, but it also allows me to be more active online. This channel isn't very popular at all. I mean, neither is my main channel. Here there's going to be like update videos and behind the scenes and just kind of me talking, or just maybe doing random stuff with friends, or just stuff that doesn't go on my main channel, obviously. Like shorts that I've made and school projects and stuff that I just kind of want to share on a more personal level, I guess. So this channel is probably going to be more active than my main channel, starting with this, and I'm so bad at this. Also, sorry that this camera quality is really bad. I've been using it for 4 years and I'm hoping to get a new one soon. And this. So yeah, things are coming. It's going to be fun, hopefully. They're going to take a little bit, in all honesty, like a little while, but they're coming. Standards, I'm really thankful to those who are supporting it right now, even though there's like almost nothing out but 2 shorts and some pictures. The show is being worked on as much as it can be, and when I'm not animating, we're usually writing or kind of coming up with new ideas or doing art for the show as a whole, just kind of minor things. And also there's new projects that aren't standards coming, so there's more how do I say this, there's more classic JTCE coming with the skits and the films, short films that are coming soon. I'd like to make a comeback. I'm kind of irrelevant, but I'd like to kind of come back online on my main channel specifically, and this one, which this one I probably won't have to worry about as much. 2 things I want to say is thank you for waiting, if you have been, and also I'm not big at all, but just kind of the people that have been there watching me for like the longest time, or even like recently. A lot of people I've met have kind of learned really quickly about what I do, and I'm really appreciative for the people who kind of stick around and wait because they know that it takes a while. And even those who are kind of impatient, thank you for caring that much. Another thing I want to say is I'm sorry. I'm sorry for taking so long, and I'm sorry that I wasn't really ready to start standards, in all honesty. I'm really glad that I got it out there and that it's publicized, but I don't know how ready I was to consistently be able to work on it. I don't think my schedule is very fit for the show, but I'm gonna try my best to make sure that I can make as much of it as quickly as possible. But I'm also very quality over quantity. I'd rather an episode take a really long time and be really good than have really bad ones coming out all the time. So yeah, that's happening. Stuff has been happening, and I'm still alive. I'm very relevant on here, but stick around for this channel if you want to know more about me and what I'm working on. For some reason, I'm really bad at this too. This is really unprepared. I just have a document with stuff to talk about. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm probably not, but I feel like I am. Thanks for watching. The JTCE channel is not completely dead. Follow me and Standards on Twitter mainly for updates and stuff, and I'll see you later. Wow, cool transition. Bye.